The top of the Empire State Building.
New York.
Yeah, a little yitty fit.
You know what's cracking.
Yitty fitty.
The one that's talking about the yitty fitty, by the way, it's not Maxwell or Crystal. It's this special one right here.
Yeah.
Lizzo in the house.
Yeah.
And we have to start with
we got it.
What's
We
the
got
nail
we got
cam?
the yitty
Let's see
fit.
what's going on with the nails.
We got yitty.
The
We got
claws.
yitty all day. We got Mazdas. We got Fiats.
You doing it all, huh?
Yeah, we got it all. What do you want? The silky ganache?
I don't even know what that is.
Yo, album
That's a drag
energy,
queen.
vibes. Let's just dive in head first because you've been sharing little bits and pieces of what this album means to you over the past couple of days here, and now as you smell it in the air, it's right around the corner. Special.
Oh, yeah.
What's this day gonna be like?
Right now. It's turtling in and out of my ass, and it's ready to come into the world.
I kind of love it.
Yo, we all are here for it. What's it gonna be like when the world gets this album, girlfriend?
I don't know. Like, if the end of this week is anything like the beginning of this week, going and having a #1 song, having 6 Emmy nominations.
come
We're
on
gonna
now.
get to that.
Looking this good,
Oh,
feeling
that
this
too.
good, yeah. Then it's sky's the limit.
Yes.
For when this album drops, I worked so hard on it, and I think it's a masterpiece. You know, I think it's a no skips classic album.
Wow.
Then that, I made it, so I can say that.
Yeah, you
know
can say
what
it with your
I'm
whole
saying?
ass chest.
I can
Come on
see my
now.
chest out.
Yeah. Come on.
Nipples is peeking to the sky.
Diamonds.
Rock hard. And I mean it, and I think the album is very useful. It's like a useful piece of art that can help people. It for damn sure helped me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, your song right now is #1 on the radio, as we've all been seeing and hearing about it. We're so excited. You're doing it all on your own, but we also want to know, how did you decide to do collabs on the album? Are we going to be hearing more just of you, or did you just decide, what, I want some people on here too?
Well, there's no features on Special. At least this version of Special.
Okay, some remixes maybe.
I'm gonna just say it like this though. I'm a very talented musician. I pride myself on my songwriting.
Yes.
And I wanted to have a moment where, I could show the world what I got. You discovered me. A lot of people discovered me with Truth Hurts and Because I Love You in 2019. So I was like, I wanted to have my moment, where I show the world how incredible I am. And then we can have parties later on music.
We're gonna do all that.
On songs.
Now you're talking about folks discovering your songwriting and you putting your heart and your whole soul into it. I want to go back to not Truth Hurts, I want to go back to Broken Households.
Can you get out of here?
But no, what I want to go with this particular, not just necessarily this particular song, but what it meant to you to at that very young age. For those that don't know, that's one of the very first songs.
First songs I wrote when I was a kid for one of my girl groups.
There you go. So what peace, love, and joy. You know what I'm saying? But what did it mean to you to believe in yourself at that age, to know in your heart that one day, damn it, you were going to be sitting in this particular seat sharing who you are on this level?
What's wild is I just had a song in my heart back then. Like, I've been writing songs since I was like 9, because I would hear it in my head and I would put the poetry to it, and I was like, I would write the parts out. I'm like, you sing the top note and you sing the middle note. I'll be the rapper. It is incredible to know that I am doing this on this level. This is my job.
Yeah.
When you're a kid, it's play. But like now it's like I don't work a day in my life. This is what I always knew I wanted to do, and it's the joy of my life. It is a blessing. It's crazy though. In middle school, I would write songs with me and my friends, and then a year later, I would hear a song that's so similar to mine on the radio.
Trendsetter.
I would be like, wait a minute, we would have a joke like, is there like a fly listening and like recording all of our stuff?
Nowadays it's Siri listening to everything that we do.
Oh my God. Or
Right?
the pigeons. Stay woke. Have you ever seen a baby pigeon?
Nope.
Have you ever seen a pigeon nest?
I want to rip off that.
The government's watching.
Oh, heck no. I want to riff off that question, going back from when you were there to where you are now. What have you learned? Because you're a total different person and artist now. Mm-hmm. So what can you tell yourself back then that you wish you would have known, or what have you learned a lot from yourself?
Well, I don't think baby Lizzo really needs much help or guidance because she did a phenomenal job.
Yeah, she did.
I think my story or my songwriting story arc of that is less is more, really. I was writing so much into one song. I would put every feeling and onomatopoeia and syllable, trying to be the most impressive person, when really it's like you just have to like touch people. And sometimes touching people is so simple. You know, it's just reaching out.
Or it could be not even say anything, just walking into the room and let the presence be something that lets people feel who you are and what you stand for. And that's what I've always, Lizzo, that's what I've always loved about when you walk into the room. You know, on the days where it's been tough, where you've had to work your ass off, you still walk into a room and you really walk in with so much, just so much pride and joy and energy. And really, that's just how I've always felt being around you. So thanks for doing that and being that woman.
It's interesting because I'm so unaware of that. Like, I've been up since 5 a.m. today, right? Yeah. And I've done a zillion interviews. I've gone back and forth from building to building. 30-minute drive just to come back here to do an interview, go back 45 minutes, do 8 interviews, come back. And now I have to go to dance and band rehearsal after this. The day ain't over. And so for me, I'm like, I'm walking in like a zombie. But, you know, the fact that you guys see, like, you had good energy and like there's a good presence, that's incredible. I don't think we realize how much impact we have on people or how people perceive us. You know, I definitely don't.
Well, you do.
I'm oblivious.
But you do it.
I want to talk about what you got going on because we know that you're dating someone and you're in a different space. Do you feel that has really impacted your writing and music?
Well, I write love songs. I've always written love songs, and a lot of them were just self-love songs. And I think the beautiful thing about Special is that it's a universal love album. It's a love letter. You can hear love songs to my friends. I have a song called I Love You, Bitch, and Birthday Girl, where I'm talking about the love from my friends. And I have songs that are love for the world, like If You Love Me.
Can I ask you about, I heard that Everybody's Gay is that anthem.
Everybody's Gay is that song.
Let me tell you.
It's a jam. It's a jam.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to stop playing it. It's a huge disco opus of funk and fun. And I say pussy poppin', pop them percolates on a song, which is just a dream come true. To be able to say that. Pussy poppin' and Mary J. Blige in one lyric. So yes, I think, you know, when you allow yourself to experience all kinds of love, it does make your, you know, my pen a little expansive. Like, I'm able to not just be like, I love myself, but it's like, no, I love you.
Yes.
You know, do you love me too? Which I think is a really vulnerable place to write from.
I cannot wait to hear that. Because I'm just so excited.
That is what it is. You tapped on this a little bit, and we gotta expand on it. These Emmy nominations. Ooh,
yeah, boy.
How proud are you of those nominations because of what this show stands for? Most importantly.
I wasn't expecting them because we didn't make the show to win Emmys.
Heard that.
Or to be nominated for Emmys or to receive any kind of accolade. I really didn't know what the impact of the show was going to be from like a commercial standpoint or a critic's standpoint, even though we won a Critics' Choice Award.
Let me say that.
Let me just put that out there. But the impact that I had hoped to have was, first off, the impact on the girls' lives.
Yes.
They are now all booked, blessed, and busy, honey.
Yeah.
They are playing SNL. They were at the BET Awards with me.
Sold out tour,
Pride events, getting modeling gigs. Like, I see them everywhere, expanding, getting TikTok followers with dance. Like, it's just been incredible to see their growth because they were just in their cities a year ago being like, let me audition to be on Lizzo's show. And now they are professional dancers with agents, which was the goal. And then secondly was the impact it had on so many people. When the show dropped, I was just on Twitter with like a Kleenex, just reading everybody's comments about how this show has changed their life, or how they wish they'd had the show, and how they're grateful they have the show now. And one thing that I always talk about that was so funny to me as a therapist was like, I prescribed Watch Out for the Big Girls for my client, for my patient. And I literally had to write, she was like, I wrote it out so that her parents would know that she was just playing. Yeah. Because like, this is what she needs. This was medicine. And I'm like, wow, what an incredibly useful, television show. And that's why I'm here. So the Emmys being, I'm more excited that the girls and the crew and the director and are taking pride in this. Like, this is a big deal even for my managers. We're on a production team together. Like, this is like bucket list and dreams come true for not just me but everybody on the team
for those reasons.
Yes, and that's the best part.
Well, it was so cool seeing you in a different light, because we didn't know that you're also this amazing host and just so welcoming and a good coach to the girls.
Acts about me.
Out here with the music, writing, now on reality TV. Do you feel like expanding into maybe acting or movies? We see a lot of crossovers sometimes with artists.
Tell Steven Spielberg. Call me. I'm ready for my close-up.
Yes.
I mean, I have done, I'm very, I don't just do things to do it.
Yeah.
I've auditioned for a lot of things, famously for Ursula. I've had a lot of parts written for me that I didn't take because timing, or I just, wasn't in the space to do that. But when the right project comes along, I'm going to do it. I think it's about the story that needs to be told. Yeah. Not just, I'm famous and I have access to scripts. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because and another thing about auditions for me, and it's going to sound so bougie, I'm like, I don't want to audition for nothing no more. It got to be written, it got to be made for me because of this. Because there are people who, from when they were 9 years old, like me as a songwriter, wanted to be an actor, how I wanted to be a musician. And for me to go in and take that spot away from them, or that opportunity away from them, isn't fair in my eyes. So I'm like, if you write a part for me, cool, but I don't want to take nothing off of nobody else's plate. Yeah. I've seen plenty of movies and TV shows where they wanted me to be in it, or they had auditions for me.
And you couldn't do it that way.
And I was like, I'm glad this person got the part.
You know what I hear from that as we wrap things up is that extreme amount of selflessness. And that's something that you show through everything that you just spoke about, the music that you write, the songs that you sing, the performer who you are. You don't necessarily do it for self because it needs to be all eyes on me. You do it because I want to be this conduit, this message. I want to be the person who is spreading this message to y'all, for you to feel the same amount of joy that I feel in my heart. And that's what I hear when you say, I want things to be written for me because it needs to be set for me, not because I want to, again, like you just said, snatch it from anybody else. And that's just such
that's really humble,
beautiful, beautiful thing. And that's why I think Special is the right title for this damn album.
Yeah. Right? She is special and purty.
Yeah.
And I feel like, I'm no better or different than anyone else. I think like everyone can be a conduit for good. I say that on Watch Out for the Big Girls. Like when we're doing all of these sessions where we're sitting and crying while cross-legged and dancing and screaming, I'm like, I want you all to go out into the world and be a conduit for good, because anyone can do it. Everyone should do it. Yes. And the thing, back to what you were saying about how I walk into the room or whatever, good energy, I think it's just because I'm like genuinely present. Like I'm here right now.
Yes.
Like I'm not at rehearsal an hour from now. I'm not at that interview or this person who pissed me off, or in fact I gotta pee right now, my feet hurt. I'm like right here with y'all because I want to have a genuine experience with y'all. If I'm gonna be here, I may as well be here.
And like that, the moment when I knew that was it, without you even explaining this, was we were backstage wrapping gifts at a Jingle Ball show, Madison Square Garden. I was a bit nervous. My leg was shaking underneath. You said, "Boy, you trying to flirt with me, rubbing your leg up against me?" And from that moment, I knew that you were zoned in and you were a part of this experience, because but I kind of was.
Got the little light brown eyes, trying to look into my eyes.
I kind of was.
I always say I feel a little chemistry here, even from last time I was around you guys.
Speaking of Madison Square Garden, your girl just sold it out.
There it is.
Yes, Lizzo.
I am like, this is a dream. Like, y'all don't even understand. Baby me what do you want to do? I want to sell out Madison Square
Wow.
Garden. And we sold it out, and I'm bringing Lotto on tour with me.
Yeah.
I mean, Lotto,
I
do you
know.
understand the show that this is about to be? Goosebumps.
All the
'cause
girls are out.
Do you understand the amount of ass
About to be dropped right now.
sweat and just good, big energy? It's the show of the year. So
I
I hope
know.
everybody gets their tickets.
Well,
We're so
yeah.
thankful it's sold out here. We're so thankful you came by to hang out with us. Thank you so special.
We may get some more tickets in New York.
Okay.
Hey.
We
Thank
need to
you.
get some more tickets. It's sold out
Yeah.
a little too
A
quick.
little too quick.
Or new show, maybe. A whole new show. You could do a whole other one.
Yeah, we'll do a whole other one maybe.
Special out on Friday,
It is here,
girl.
baby. It's our girl
Lizzo.
Lizzo in the house. Thank you so much for being you.
Thanks for being my last interview of the day.
Yes.
Woo-hoo!
From the top of the Empire State Building.
Z100.